You're familiar with me already, okay? And YouTube Live is an opportunity for me to engage with my audience, more intimately, okay? So it's a dress down experience. Yeah, last week we had an interesting session. This week promises to be a lot more interesting because this month of February 2024, my focus is on ready to wear business. Next month also, we'll be focusing on ready to wear business. Okay, I want to shed light on the subject of ready to wear and how you can start your ready to wear business. Okay, so waiting on a few more people to join us. Okay, and then when you join us live, please let us know in the comments. So I'll wait a bit for a few more people to join us and then we'll get started. So please, if you're just joining us, can you let me know in the comments where you're watching from so that we can get started? I don't need a crowd for me to get started, okay? Today I'm going to be talking about how to put a collection together. Okay, other people that come in afterwards can, watch the replay later on. But if you're just joining us, please let me know in the comments, okay, your location, where you're joining us from. Let's meet you. I love an interactive class. So I'll be talking about how to put a collection together, and I have my notes in front of me, okay, because I've tried to juggle how to structure the conversation in such a way that it won't be bulky and it will be straightforward, something you can relate to and you can work with. So I have three angles from which I'm going to be talking about how to create a collection. Okay, how to put a collection together. Oh, Neye Blessing, you're welcome. Thank you for your message in the comments. Looking forward to you rejoining. Okay. Yeah. So the three areas at which I'm going to talking from are, composition of a collection, followed by designing your collection, and followed by naming your collection. So those are the three angles for which I'm going to be looking at the subject matter. So thank you so much for making our time to be here, Neye. So if you got other people you want to invite over, please just use the share button to forward the link of the YouTube live to your communities, people and whatnot. So thank you. So I hope you got the topic I am covering and the points, the key points. So if you can be my partner in terms of capturing some of the key points in the comments, I would really really appreciate it. Okay, so today we're talking about how to come up with your collection. Okay, which is the same thing as how to put a collection together. Now, there are three areas I'm going to be looking at: the composition of a collection, followed by designing your collection, and followed by naming your collection. Now, composition of your collection is more or less like um, the practical aspect of arranging things. You want to come up with a collection. It's like you want to come up with a plan, say for an event, and then there are different elements that are involved. So that's how it is. Thank you so much, Naya. I can see your comment um in the comment space. You know how to put your collection together. Thank you. So I like that. Now, three areas we are looking at. I'll recap, please. Three areas we're looking at: composition of your collection, designing your collection, and naming your collection. Those are the three things we are looking into. So for the composition of your collection, the few points that I have in front of me, okay, because I have a note with me that I copy from, right? I've got my notes where I've written the things I want to talk about. Yeah, so it helps me to keep the conversation in a linear manner. So for the composition of your collection, right? The things I want you to be considering are the types of clothing you want to make, the designs that you want to make for your collection, okay, and thirdly the sizes that you want to work with. So that's the first part of you know putting your collection together. So I'll recap: the types of clothing that you want to make in your collection, that you want to produce as a collection. You need to figure that out from the get-go, followed by the designs that you want to make, that is the designs of this clothing that you want to make. and then the sizes that you will be making. Okay, I'll explain how this all work together. So the first part of it, which is the type of clothing, please understand that regardless of the type of ready-to-wear business you're doing or clothing brand that you are running, right, you cannot make every type of clothing under the sun. You can't. You can only make a few that you are very good at. So there's a need for you to outline the type of clothing that you want to make. So if you are making ready to wear collection of dresses, then you need to outline the specific types of dresses that you want to create a collection for. Oh, Abdul Karim Wasilat, you're welcome, ma'am. It's a pleasure seeing you here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. Well, that's interesting. We're getting the house is filling up, with people. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Please let's know the location you're watching from. Okay, let's know so we can connect more. Yeah. So far so good. I've talked about how to put a collection together. Okay, which is all about how to come up with your collection. And there are three areas we're going to be looking at. That is the composition of your collection, and the designing your collection, and naming your collection. So Nenya is watching from Unsuka. Awesome. God bless you. Unsuka in Enugu State. While Wasilat is watching from Benin City in Edo State. Thank you so much for making our time here, ladies. I appreciate you. Okay. Yeah. So in a bit, I would appreciate if you can also forward, share to Facebook, share to WhatsApp, everywhere. Let people know about this topic so they can join us. Okay, so like I said, three areas we're looking at: composition of your collection, designing your collection, and naming your collection. So for the composition of your collection, there are 6 things that we need to look at, okay, that makes up your collection. That is the clothing that you want to make, you want to manufacture and sell. There are 6 things, but these 6 things are broken into 2 parts. Okay, so the first part consists of the types of clothing that you want to make. The second part consists of the designs of clothing, right? The designs you want to make for those clothing that you have decided you would make. And then the third is the sizes that you will be producing in. Okay, so let me break down how the flow. Okay, types of clothing, right? Designs of clothing, and then the sizes of the clothing. Okay, so first you have to determine, I want to make these specific types of clothing. You list them out. Then you now determine, okay, how many designs of each of these clothing will I make? Okay, that would help you to have a holistic picture of the total number of designs that you need to come up with. Then you need to now figure out, like, how many sizes will I produce for each of the designs I'm making. So that would help you to see the depth of your work in terms of the volume of designs that you're going to be working with. Okay, yeah, and then that would also affect your production cost. It will definitely impact on your production cost. So when it's time for question and answers, you get more clarity as per that. Thank you, Neye. Neye already wrote here that the 3 main areas being considered tonight are: 1, composition of your collection; designing your collection; and naming your collection. Thank you so much. So Neye, I don't know, chat me up on WhatsApp. I think I have a gift for you. Okay, chat me up on WhatsApp. My number is 09095859489. I'm sure you have the number. Just chat me up. Okay, yeah, I have a gift for you. Thank you so much. Others joining us can also look through the comments, and then catch up with what we're discussing so far. So from what I've shared with you so far, right, you have to identify the types of clothing. Right now, I need you to please understand that when it comes to clothing, it is not just dresses. It is not just the dresses we wear on our bodies, whether it's for men or for women. No, clothing transcends dresses. It also includes footwear. It also includes accessories. So you can be a ready-to-wear, clothing brand that focuses on dresses, whether it's menswear or women's wear or children's wear. So which means the outcome of your brand is collections of dresses, okay, depending on the gender you're targeting. Or you can decide that your ready to wear clothing brand is going to focus mainly on footwear, so you're a footwear designers, okay, in that kind of situation. Now we also have this space where we're looking at fashion accessories, bags, okay, bags, jewelry, and so many other scarves, necktie, head wraps, and the likes. They also make up clothing. So you figure out which one is yours, right? That you're focusing on. Because I don't want people coming here thinking that when we talk about clothing, it is only dresses. No, it is not dresses only. Okay? So that's the key point I want you to take home from what I've shared so far. With that understanding, can we do some quick exercise? Let's do a quick exercise, and I'm sure you will like it, right? Because in a way, I'm helping you to plan your ready to wear collection, right? You may not be ready to implement it now, but then at least you have an idea of what you want to venture into when the time comes. So can you tell me the type of clothing that you want to be making specifically? So when I say types of clothing, then you now tell me, okay, if it is dresses, then you list the type of dresses that you want to make. Now, please, this is not the time to be saying, I make men's wear, I make women's wear, I make children's wear. No, no. Here we are talking about the physical product that you are going to manufacture. So what kind of physical products are you going to be manufacturing? Can you please tell me? Let me give you an instance. I had a meeting with a client this evening, a clarity call. She's on my one-on-one, mentoring. I have a ready to wear personal coaching program I'm running at the moment, for fashion designers that are ready to launch. And she is into women's wear, okay, for women. And the type of clothing she's looking at includes boo, includes gowns, shorts, pants, right? Includes tops, includes jumpsuits. Those are the types of clothing that she is producing as ready to wear. Okay? So that's what I want us to do as a quick exercise. Can you please list in the comments the specific types of clothing that you want to work on as your ready to wear collection? So if you are into dresses as the kind of clothing that you make, then tell us the types of dresses that you want to be making. If you're into footwear, tell us the types of footwear that you want to be making. If you're into fashion accessories, tell us the types of fashion accessories that you want to be making. You think? So please share with us right away in the comments. I'll be looking out for the comments, so I can capture some of the key points, some of the points that you share with me. But that's the first exercise, notably. By the way, I want to signal my team to notify people on our communities, right, that we are live, so that we can get more people to join us. Now, the beautiful thing about this kind of content that we're sharing is that I'm sharing it for free right now, okay? There will still be people that will come to me and pay for personal coaching just so they can learn the same thing that I'm making available for free. So please take advantage of this, okay? God bless you. I can see here Uthman Awa says that she wants to make, female pants, tops, skirts, kimono, and gown. Thank you. That makes for 5 types of clothing that you want to create collection for. I love that. Pants, tops, skirts, kimono, and gown for women. Awesome. Nenya says she wants to produce women's wear, children's wear rather, that includes joggers, up and down for both male and female, right? Children. Okay, awesome. So that means you're making joggers, and then you're making tops and bottoms, right? 2-piece for boys and for girls, right? Interesting. I like that. That makes a lot of sense, ma'am. So essentially, you have 2 types of clothing that you want to be making collections for. Good. Now, when we talk about creating collection, it is not about creating so many designs or so many types of clothing that you don't even have the resources, right, to produce. Or you have the resources and you spread your resources. That means your finances, your energy, your manpower, and you spread them thinly and you produce so many designs, and then when you hit the market, you find out that it's only 2 out of about 10 designs that are selling, and then you realize that you've lost money on the rest. You don't want that to happen to you, do you? Good. So thank you so much. Jutman Awa is looking at types of clothing. I like that. While Nenya is looking at 2 types of clothing. Awesome. Awesome. I like that. So now the next thing we will be doing, so it shows that you guys are connecting. I appreciate this. You guys are connecting, okay? We're making a lot of sense together. Now let's build up on this. By the way, I don't mind. Can I be sure? So we can get more people to join us live, okay? So now that we know the types of clothing, right, that you want to do, then the next thing you should figure out is how many designs are you going to create per clothing? How many designs are you going to create per clothing? Now, when you list all the clothing types that you want to make, then beside each of them, you need to now note down how many designs will you make. So let's take, for example, Uthman Awa's answer that she dropped earlier. Now, Awa could decide that she wants to do 2 designs of pants, 2 designs of tops, right? 3 designs of skirts. That makes a total of what? 7 designs. And then 1 design of kimono. That makes 8. And 2 designs of gowns, making it a total of 10. Okay, so you need to figure out how many designs you are going to come up with. Don't be carried away by this excitement of, oh, I will come up with so many great designs and what have you. No, don't be too carried away by that, right? Yeah, you need to conserve your energies. You need to work professionally, okay, and you need to work strategically. I think that's the better term, strategically, because you want to get results. You are not doing it for the sake of stroking your ego. You want to make profits from creating collections. Good. So now let's do the second exercise, right? And as you can see, I'm taking you step by step. I like my classes to be practical, right? Such that you feel like you paid for it and you'll be like, wow, this value I'm getting here. What if I'm in a paid class? We're definitely going to do a lot more. Okay, so now this is what we'll do. Let's do a quick exercise for the second point, still under composition of your collection. Okay, now let's figure out for each of the types of clothing that you have listed, how many designs are you going to make? Then total it to let us know the total. Okay, so for our, in the comment, just write pants. Then you could write 2. Okay, if it's 2 designs, just pants space 2, comma, tops space maybe 3, comma, tops, skirts space. You press the space bar and then you note the number of designs. Then total, then you write total. Total means how many you are making all together. Adebola, you're welcome. It's a pleasure to see you here. Thank you for joining us. Awesome. So for Nenye, I hope I got the pronunciation right. For Nenye, you said you're making 2-piece and joggers, right? For both boys and girls. So now you need to now figure out how many designs you are making. How many designs of 2-piece are you making, and how many designs of joggers are you making? You may decide like, oh, I want to make 2 designs of 2-piece for boys, 2 designs of 2-piece for girls. That makes a total of 4 designs, right? And then you may decide that, okay, for joggers, you're coming up with 1 design for boys, 1 design for girls. When you add them together, that means the 2 you make of 2-piece, right, for boys and girls, the 2 you make a piece, that's 4 designs, plus 1 each for the boy and girl for joggers. That makes a total of 6. Okay, that's how you plan the number of designs. Where the real work is in the number of designs that you come up with. That is where the real work is, because if you come up with so many designs, then it means that the cost implication when it comes to production has already escalated. It has escalated. Okay, imagine somebody coming up with 20 designs. You will know it's escalating when you get to sizes, like how many sizes you want to now produce. That's when you know you are in trouble, because then it suddenly becomes overwhelming, like, oh, where would I find the money to produce all of this? Okay, this is why I recommend to people that, okay, if you're coming up with ready to wear clothing, right, maybe for a start you should not do more than 5 types of clothing max. More than 5 types of clothing max. Don't go more than 5 types of clothing. Okay, now aside from not going more than 5 types of clothing, what else you can now do is this. What else you can do is that sorry, I'm trying to I don't want to lose my train of thought. Yeah, you can now decide, like, maybe for each of the 5 types of clothing I'm going to make one design each. Okay, or worst case scenario, I'm going to be coming up with two designs each, and I'm going to come up with a total of 10 designs, but knowing full well that you're not going to manufacture all of them at once. Okay, that's the smart way to go. Okay, but then, give or take, I recommend don't usually go beyond 8 designs max. 8 designs max. Don't, because it will be easy for you to manage that number. Okay, and then when you are in personal coaching with me, I'll find a way to help you reduce it to 6. Seriously. Yeah. You learn why later. Okay, so looking at the answers, yeah, Neye has a total of 6 designs. Awesome. A total of 6 designs. So that's still within the reasonable bandwidth. Okay, awesome. I like that. She's going to be making 2 designs, for boys, and 2 designs for girls. Then for the joggers, she's going to be making 2 designs each for boys. Okay, if you're going to be making 2 designs each for boys and girls, that would mean, okay, to be a unisex design. Beautiful. I love that. Now the fashion designer as part of you is speaking. I love that. Good. Awesome. Working with you in the personal coaching capacity will be very interesting. For our says, yeah, 2 pieces for 2 designs for female pants, 4 designs for tops, that makes 6, right? Then 2 designs of kimonos, that makes 8, and 2 designs of skirts makes total of 10 designs. Awesome. I love that. You ladies are making me proud this evening. Good. Now, with this information that we have so far, please do me a favor. I think I need to screenshot this. This is getting a lot interesting. Yes, so I want to try and screenshot these beautiful points that you ladies are giving me here. I mean, this place is hot, as in it's hot because you guys are dropping it like it's hot, man. Yeah, sorry, Nigeria just happened. Okay, you give me a few seconds for the backup power supply to on. We feared this might happen. But then we proceed. So just give me like 1 minute for the gen to be on, okay? And then we'll continue. So for anybody watching us from other parts of the world, welcome to Nigeria, where the experience of a fashion entrepreneur is hampered by power supply. So we are back, okay? Yes, I think we can continue, right? Okay. They just restored yours, man. If they restore this power supply, please, number 5. Sorry, I'm signaling my team. 5. Even if they restore the power supply, I am not turning off my gen until we are through with this class. And I'm happy we have a good number of people that are here right now. So everybody just joining us, or you've been with us for a while, since we started, please key into this conversation so you can learn and make decisions, going forward. It's an interactive session, okay? And I want you to be able to go home with actionable steps. And then, by the way, do me a favor, please help us share this live or the live streaming. Help us share on Facebook, on WhatsApp, maybe WhatsApp friends, WhatsApp groups. Help us share on your Facebook profile so people can join us, and let them come learn. I mean, we are sharing for free here. Okay, we want people to build ready-to-wear businesses that are going global. I mean, what with the economic situation in Nigeria right now, right? See the escalating rate of the dollar to naira exchange rates. Imagine if you're selling and you're selling abroad right now, you'll be cashing out big time. Okay, so this is the reason why I'm actually pushing more for this, trying to help many people to understand the space of ready to wear and how they can make a big, make a big business out of it. Okay, so so far so good. We have covered just one out of three things we have listed. Okay, the topic is how to put your ready to wear collection together. Okay, that means how to come up with your collection, the practical, and it has three elements. The first is composition of your collection, the second is designing your collection, and the third is naming your collection. Okay, we'll take it as far as we can this evening. If we can't complete the whole cycle, then definitely we'll do a part two. Okay, yeah, I mean, that way we learn and we're getting better. So far so good. Under composition of your collection, we have 6 items divided into 2 brackets. The first bracket has to do with the types of clothing that you want to make collections for, as well as the designs that you are going to be making. Okay, for each of those clothing, and the sizes in which you are going to be making them. Right, so that's how we're going to play the ball. Okay, so so far so good. We've covered the first of the 3, which is the types of clothing you're making, which means you have to be specific, no assumptions. And if you look through the comments here, you would already see. Sorry, if you are watching the replay, you may not see the comments. Okay, you may not see the comments. For those of us that are here live, you would see some examples that have been done so far. Nenya, for example, is looking at 2-piece for boys and girls and joggers for boys and girls, just 2 types of clothing. While our man is coming up with 5 types of clothing, right? That she's making: pants, tops, kimono, skirts, and pants. Pardon me. Yeah, pants, tops, kimonos, and skirts. Oh, skirts. That's about four types of clothing or so that she's coming up with. And gown, yes, and gown too. Yes, so making it for our 4 types of clothing that she's coming up with, but she's making 10 designs, whereas Nenya is coming up with 6 designs. Okay, spread across the number of clothing she's making. So that's where we are right now. So going forward, now that we know the number of designs that you are going to be making, along with the types of clothing, right, we need to now figure out the sizes that you are going to make them in. Okay, the sizes that you are going to make them in. Okay, now this is where it gets tricky. Okay, Comfort Alajide, you're welcome. Thank you for making our time to be here. I mean, you've gone through this whole experience, being one of my coaching clients. You've had the experience, 90 days to launch and what have you, so you know what we're doing here. Okay, so in the comments, I don't mind you also chipping in some advice here and there for others that are watching live. So please, anybody just joining us, let us know the collocation you are joining us from. Okay, it makes for an interesting experience together. Thank you, Comfort, for that. So that being said, let's talk about sizes. When it comes to sizes, you need to figure out what are the popular sizes. That's what you should be looking at. Okay, this is a no fluff class, right? Yeah, it's a master class. What are these popular sizes that you have observed in your marketplace amongst your target audience that they usually request for? So, Vicky V from Accra, we have our first participant from Accra. Thank you, Vicky. Vicky, thank you. I'm dancing. Really, I wish I had the gong here. I would have rung the bell to welcome you, but thank you for joining us. Okay, so having said that, the interesting thing is this: popular sizes that you notice your target audience they usually order. That is what you should work on producing. So I like the answer I'm saying. So please drop the answers. If you have the answers, please drop them in the comments. Okay, Othman Awa says sizes 8 and sizes 10. Sizes 8 and sizes 10. You know, those are the sizes that she has noticed that target audience are doing what? Are usually requesting. Okay. Yeah, Clued Up Media from Lagos. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Okay, Ezine Imunwa, thank you from Rivers. Okay, awesome. Neye, you are doing awesome. You are doing awesome. So, what are the sizes that you will produce in? What are the popular sizes that you have observed your audience normally order? Please, ready to wear business is not for show. Okay, it is not for show. You are one step away from losing all your money if you don't do it right. So please take seriously what I'm telling you. You don't want to get burned, right? See, this is why we tell people that money is not the most important thing when it comes to ready to wear. It is wisdom. Wisdom is the most important thing, and that is what you are getting here by being here right now. So I see here Comfort says sizes 12 to 18. Awesome. You noted that. That's what you run with. Okay, Nofisat, you're welcome. Thank you for helping me share this video, you know, in the afternoon. I appreciate that, Nofisat, here from our WhatsApp group. Okay, so guys, I hope you got in the picture now. So the rest of us, I'm waiting to hear from you. Neye, please, you be my co-pilot in this session, right? Neye, Awa has also been my co-pilot. So Awa has shared us sizes 8 and 10 are the popular sizes. Sizes 12 to 18 is for comfort. So Clued Up is sizes 12 to 16. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Ibitroko, you're welcome. It's a pleasure to see you here too. Thank you for signing up for our Tell It All class, right? That we'll be having next week, Thursday. Now, the interesting thing is this. This class that we are having right now is part of the Tell It All class. Okay? So when we get to this point in the Tell It All class, I'll just refer you to come back and watch this video. Yeah, but then I will now be breaking down some other things I won't share here. Okay. Yeah, Ezine says sizes 8 to 18. They are the sizes that she's noticed that target audience usually requests. Awesome. So it shows I'm talking to people who are actually into business, right? Yeah, maybe you're into bespoke tailoring and you observe this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Now for Neye, she says okay, so though the things you're writing here, sorry, I'm not really familiar, but I know you've done some breakdown. I like that. Okay, yeah, but I can see here you said 78 can wear the same thing, 9 to 10 ages 9 to 10 can wear the same thing. Okay, I think there's some like tweaks, right, with children's wear, right, in terms of sizes that they can wear. That's super awesome. At least you know your onions, you know your space, and you know how you can fit this information you're getting from me to that. That's what matters. Now, to the rest of us, can you see some pattern that is cropping up for someone here? Our own target audience that have been buying from her, they are usually in the sizes of 8 and 10. Another person here has run between sizes 12 to 18 or 12 and 18. Another theirs is 12 to 16 and another 8 to 18. What this tells you is that even though you and someone else are producing the same type of clothing for the same audience, the sizes of your audience that are coming your way will not be the same. So because I'm making jumpsuits and there's another person making jumpsuit and we're both targeting career ladies, does not mean that the people that are vibing to us, the people that are responding to our marketing, the people that are coming to us to say I would like to buy from you, right, it doesn't mean that they are the same in their interests, in their sizes. Okay, so I may be selling jumpsuits and I'm gathering plus size ladies coming to me more, while you are gathering size 10s that are coming to you more. This is why there's always a space for everybody to thrive. There will always be room for everybody to thrive. So don't just copy what you see as the fad out there. Listen to your audience, study, and adapt to your audience. If it so happens that in the course of your marketing, you now start noticing that there are more people coming to you, right, in other sizes that are different from what you used to have, then it means that you are now attracting people within that price, that size range. That's how it is. That's how it works. Okay. Please let me know in the comments, what have you learned so far? I mean, let's have some break time. Yeah, what have you learned so far? Because I've just covered the first bracket, right, of three things that comprises the types of clothing that you should make. Okay, the types of clothing, the designs, and the sizes. I've covered that so far, right? Once you have this figured out, then you have like the practical aspect of your planning. You have it figured out. Then we can now proceed to now coming up with, the design of clothing that you will now do in those designs and for those outfits and for the sizes that you plan to sell. This is where the planning is. It's more than just knowing how to come up with beautiful designs. Okay, so that's it. Oh, thank you. Nanya says that in one word she's learned to be specific. Awesome. Please keep it coming in, guys. Keep it coming in, guys. I would like to learn from you. What have you learned so far? Even if you joined us for the last 5 minutes, last 10 minutes, what have you learned so far? Let me know. Okay. Yeah, I love the response I got from someone recently who told me that, sir, we are not interested in how fine you look. We are not interested in like sharp quality of video. I mean, you are here live, we are learning. It is in wisdom, it is in knowledge, the understanding that we get from being part of your classes that matter. And then I feel cool. So let me know in the comments, please, what are the things that you've picked up. In the meantime, would you be kind enough to help us share? Share on Facebook, share on WhatsApp, share on Telegram. Share everywhere, okay, so people can join us and participate. See, the sky is big. It's big enough for everybody to prosper in this ready-to-wear space. Just many people don't know how to go about it, and that's the essence of this conversation we are having. So going forward, the next three points, right, under composition of your collection that make up the composition, make up your collection that you're working on. Okay, I'm about to share. Should I share? Thank you. Clubbed Up Media said, observe your audience and their needs is the lesson they picked from the conversation we've had so far. Thank you so much. That's awesome. So we've learned so far to be specific, right, and also to observe our audience and their needs. Yes, it will help us in being specific about the type of clothing we want to make, the sizes we want to make them, and the designs we want to come up with. Awesome. So now the other 3 points here are the fabric that you will use, the colors that the fabric will look like, and then the prints of the fabric. Those are the next 3 things after you figure the first 3 that I told you. Okay, Nofisat says, I learned not to produce too much design at once in order not to get overwhelmed, especially with the cost of production when making them in different sizes. That is a big lesson right there. Thank you so much for that. Yes, you are so spot on with that lesson. Okay, I just had to screenshot that, please. I just had to screenshot that, what you just shared, ma'am. You are so spot on in that space. Okay, so now while trying to screenshot, I blanked out my screen. I had the motor under my breath for that. So now let's look at the fabric, right? Now that you know the types of clothing you want to make, you now know the designs that you want to, the number of designs you will be making, okay, for each of them, and the sizes you will be producing in. Then what type of fabric are you going to use? I mean, that's the next big question to cover. What kind of fabric will you use? You need to figure that out, but you can't figure it out effectively until we get to designing your collection. That's why I put these ones in the second bracket, okay? Yeah, because they are dependent on what you observe your audience needs. Then you need to figure out the colors. The colors. What colors are your target audience looking for? Now let me shock you. If you come up with a beautiful outfit, a beautiful design, if you come up with a beautiful outfit, a beautiful design, and you realize that your viewers, people that see the pictures, right, they download your picture and they tell you it's beautiful, they keep commenting on how beautiful your designs are, but you are wondering why they are not buying. With all the noise you make, with all the offers you give to them, they are not buying. It is not because of the economy. It is simply because you made something they like, but you made it with something they don't like. Okay? Now, I've seen instances where vendors online have mocked, customers, potential customers that are reaching out to them to want to buy. And because maybe they're asking painstaking questions that look stupid, and then they brush them aside. These people, that is the customers, right? They've learned to keep their distance. They've learned to keep their counsel. So rather than go to another vendor to ask seemingly harmless questions that we get a rebuttal, okay, whereby they are being mocked, they are being given an orphan treatment, right? They just keep to themselves. So they come to your page, maybe on Instagram, on Facebook, or wherever your pictures are, or your WhatsApp catalog, and they see the designs and they like it, but they want it in another fabric, or they want it in another color. It may be the same fabric but in another color. It may be the same fabric, it may be the same color but in another print. By print I mean patterns that are on the fabric. It can be plain patterns, it can be striped, it can be floral, flowery, it can be anything. But they want it different from what you have made. And they are afraid to ask you, do you have it in this and that color? Or do you have it in this and that print? Or do you have it in this and that fabric? They are afraid of what they will hear from you, so they keep quiet. They screenshot and they take the screenshot to their own tailor, and then they open up freely to their tailor, because their tailor is their tailor. So they are free with their tailor. They tell their tailor, and the tailor can go to market, get the fabric, make for the customer, whereas you are the one that provided the experience. You're the one that provided the design. That happens a lot. This is why you have to find out what kind of fabric they need. Now, this information I just shared with you, I reserve it for only people that buy my courses. But then, when I looked at my vision for the next 3 years to 10 years, I realized that if I'm going to be able to help fashion entrepreneurs transition safely from bespoke tailoring into ready-to-wear and help them sell globally, because that's where we are going. We are not just going to be teaching you how to create ready-to-wear, we're going to be teaching you how to sell locally and help you to sell internationally. That's my own vision. If you want to run with me in that direction, be my guest. Okay? Yeah, but if your dream is not big enough, well, if you roll with me, you will grow big. It's as simple as that. Okay? Yeah, so I realized that I need to educate people and show them what they need to do. Yes, that's it. So that's why you are getting this information in the open nowadays. So please don't joke with it. Okay? Don't joke with it. Right? The fabric that you will use, the colors of the fabric you will use, and the print of the fabric you will use, they have to be in sync with what your target audience are telling you they like. If you don't give them what they like, you will not sell. Okay? It cuts across every industry. Yes, cuts across every industry. Okay? Now, there's the place of pricing your collection. That's not for this class. It's another class. I'll talk about that in the Tell It All live class, that we're doing. By the way, let me just mention that on the 29th of February 2024, I'm going to be organizing a 3-hour live class where I'm going to be telling it all, everything you need to know about, putting your collection together, launching your ready to wear from scratch, even if you have no money. That's how I'm taking it. Okay, yes. And for this, I'm saying name your price. When I say name your price this time around, I'm saying pay whatever you have. Okay, don't let, oh, I don't have a lot of money, that's the reason why I cannot get the education that will show me the right thing to do that will turn my life around. No, I don't want to be a stumbling block in your path. That's what it means. I want you to experience the knowledge that you need for results, and be free to say how much you can pay. Tell me how much. For me, what I'm after is this. I want you to be exposed. I want you to get the answers that you need to make right decisions and to start your ready to wear journey fast. People are cashing out globally from Nigeria. The economy is bad, the economy is bad. I know clients of mine that are shipping products abroad, clothes abroad. You don't want to miss out. It's a Tell It All class. Okay, you name your price, you call whatever amount you can afford, fine. Now what I've done is that anybody that mentions a price within a particular range, right, I give them some of my other paid products for free as bonus. But I won't tell you how much. So that you don't come under pressure. Oh, if you got 1,000 naira, you can pay, fine. I've got only 500 naira, pay, fine. Okay. But if you pay a certain amount, I'm going to give you something that is double the amount. And you'll be like, oh my God, thank God I chose this price. That's what matters, okay? Yeah. So February 29th, 6 to 9 p.m. Yeah. On a dedicated Telegram group. That's where I'll be sharing. Okay. So let's get back to business. So now that you know fabric that you want to produce, in, the colors of the fabric and the prints on the fabric. Now that you know that they are important, so how do we now get what to do? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Nanya, please, I would like you to help me edit in the comments. So please tell them, pay what you want. I saw pray. I know it's a typo. Okay, it's a typo error, but no problem. Let me write it again in the comment. Pay what you want. That is, name out your price. So don't let money be a hindrance to the next level. Okay, for someone here, all you need to know is the knowledge of how to start with no money, and in 3 months time you're on your feet and you're moving, and you remember Larry Curtis helped me in my journey. Okay, so if you've been seeing people mentioning my name on many groups on Facebook, go and talk to Larry Curtis. You want to start ready to wear, go and talk to Larry Curtis. It's because of the work we are doing here, the impact that we are making. Okay, and then we're not asking for a dime to do this, so money should never be a limitation. Thank you. So having said that, yeah, I know you can't correct it. Just retype. Just type pay what you want. That's it for the Tell It All live class. You can pay what you want. Then please let me type my number 090-9585-9489. That's my WhatsApp number. So anybody who is interested can chat me up, and then we can take it up from there. So now let's talk about designing your collection. Yes, this is where we're now putting it together, right? Yeah. So this is time we are now putting some. So what we've done so far is we've created a skeleton of your collection. Now we need to now put flesh, right, to your collection. Yeah, that's what we're doing now. Okay, so for us to be able to do this, well, there are just 2 points I needed to take note of. The first point I wrote here is you need to create designs. Create your designs based on feedback from your research. Yes, you need to create collections, right? Create the designs, right, for your collection based on feedback that you have gotten from research. That's the secret. If you don't do it like this, you are going to learn the hard way. Yes, you're going to learn the hard way. Are you watching the movie? The hard way, the only way. The hard way should not be your only way, okay? There are smarter ways to use to go. Now you're going to learn the hard way. And the hard way is that you lose your money. And then you get the experience like, oh, I should have done it like this. Then when you want to get back to doing it the right way, you're like, if only I had money. You don't want those kind of stories this year, okay? You don't want, especially the way the economy is in Nigeria right now, right? And so the deal is this: you have to create collection for your audience, not for you. How you know you are creating a collection for yourself is when you create designs that you love, that only you love so much. You are like, yes, my customers will love it. It's a lie, they will not love it. You get a collection, you get a design, and you're like, oh, I just so love this dress, it's so beautiful. And then you put it out there, and then nobody's buying. And then you're wondering like, why are they not buying? They are not buying because you created the design for yourself. Most of the times, if you see that same design you made, if you see an imitation of it by a popular designer, you are very likely to spend. You are very likely to spend your money on it. That's the danger. Okay? Because the way psychology of sales works, see, selling is a thing of the mind. It's psychology. Selling, it's psychology. The way it works is this: we buy based on emotion. Then we like to use excuses, okay? Excuses. Yes. Excuses that are very logical to back up our emotional purchase. We buy based on impulse. I have not seen that person. I have not seen that person. They don't know that person well. You see what you love, what you've been craving for. You see it, and your card is with you. Credit card or debit card is with you, and you have enough money in your account. It will take the grace of God for you not to spend that money. Is it a lie? It will take serious visits. Maybe God needs to knock you on the head, because if an angel shows up, you will buy for the angel also. Is that bad? Okay, we buy based on emotion and find a way to explain. Oh, don't even floor it. If you doubt it, go and research branding. Then you would understand the concept I'm talking about. Okay, that's how it works. We buy based on emotions. Then we start explaining it away to try and sound like we are sound. No. It is the same for everybody everywhere. Okay, that's why you go shopping. You have a shopping list, but the list of products that follow you home are not on your shopping list. Or has it happened to you before? It will still happen to you. Okay, you can't beat it. Okay, except you are super strict. So that being said, the thing is, when you want to create collection, Naya said even yesterday, that's how it is. I mean, that's how it is. So if you understand this concept, then you would appreciate why I am telling you that you should create designs based on what your customers are telling you that they want. Because the moment they sight that dress, the moment they sight that footwear, the moment they sight that fashion accessory, their temperature start rising. They start losing their composure. They start losing their mind. Bells are ringing in their head, and they just can't help it. The only thing that may stop them from buying is if they have bills to pay. Bills that will not go anywhere, then they will not pay. They will not buy. But it will be at the back of their mind, and they will be looking for ways to still get it. But if they happen to have the money at hand, they will buy. So let me tell you, when it's time for selling, right, it is either your customers have the money at hand or they don't have the money at hand. If they don't have the money at hand, it is either they have a means to get the money, even if it is to borrow, and in some cases still to buy it, or they just don't have any means. That's how it works when it comes to selling. Okay, so don't get it twisted, please. With this knowledge that you've gathered, right, my advice to you is this: create your designs based on feedback. Feedback from who? feedback from customers. Oh, I don't have any customers. Congratulations. Are there not people walking around? Are there not people you know in your network who wear those types of clothing you have listed? They are potential customers. They are potential customers. Those who wear the kind of clothes, except maybe in your neighborhood they dress naked. Except if they dress naked in your neighborhood. Okay? That's when you would say, oh, I can't get feedback. No. There's always, is either you have customers that you can talk to, or you have potential customers you can talk to. Or how do you get potential customers? Well, there are ways to go about it, okay? But I'm reserving that for my tell it all class. I can't tell it all here. If I tell it all here, then it doesn't make sense to do a tell it all class. Does it? No. Aha! So join us in our tell it all class. Name your price. I mean, call whatever you want, and then you get it. Somebody shout hallelujah. I have some people here that are already paid, right? So they are in already, and some of them that are here live, they want a gift already. Okay, get feedback. Feedback is what we need. Is what you need to come up with your collection. Survey. You need to run surveys. Oh, I don't know how to run surveys. We'll teach you that too. Oh, what about trends? You can monitor trends also. Okay, you can monitor trends. But if you monitor trends, that is, I'll call that one signal intelligence. You are right. You're watching signals. Oh, people are wearing Ankara tops now. Oh, people are wearing the red skirts now. Oh, people are wearing this. People are getting that. And what have you? Okay? And what have you? Now, that's you getting signals from the environment. But it's not enough. You need to still talk to people. How do you talk to people? What questions do you ask them? How do you collect the answers? We'll talk about that in the Tell It All class. Neye, God bless you. Neye just wrote here in the comments, I don't pay, paid small because I was discharged from hospital that day and no money, still sick. So you are healed in Jesus' name. Okay? Your healing is complete, my dear. And I already said you should chat me up on WhatsApp. You still have a gift for being the pen mistress of our live class this evening, right? You've been helping in the comments, so those that join late, they're able to go through the comments and also catch up on important points, right? So you see, that was why I was saying, hey, don't bother, right? It's about name your price, say what you can afford and come in. Okay? Yeah. So there are still some other things that happen, okay? So, okay. That being said, you can also create, okay, yes, this is another point. I said create your designs based on feedback. Now, not only creating designs based on feedback, another thing you should do is this. You need to create to solve problems, not just for aesthetics. Aesthetics means beauty. Okay? See, if ready to wear is about or was about or is it about if ready to wear is about beautiful clothing, there'll be a lot of people that will be millionaires today. Plenty beautiful dresses that nobody is buying. Okay? If ready to wear is about, ready to wear business is about creating beautiful clothes, right? Some people will not even be in business because they will just be overwhelmed by others that are doing well all around them. And they'll be like, oh, my own dress is not good. And you know, there's something about the fashion industry. We are creatives, right? People in the fashion industry are creatives. So which means that our mind always come up, conjure images of, dresses, designs that we can come up with. And then majority of the people in the fashion industry are melancholy. As a result of being creative, they are melancholy. So that means by temperament. So that they are self-critical most of the time. They always think they are not good enough. So it is when they get online and they now see people that are not even half as good as them, jumping and dancing and posting on Instagram, showing pictures of sold out, videos of sold out. And they are wondering, like, this clothing these people are making are not even half as good as what I make. That's when they are jolted back to reality. I don't know whether it's happened to you before. You find out someone that is not even doing half as good as you are, but the way they are carrying their business, their market on their head, so to speak, in our local parlance, and they are behaving as if they are the best in the world. And you be like, come off it, they are not even half as good as me, yet they are making the money you can't even dream of. That's when people's heads start opening up and like, if somebody who is not as good as me is making it, why am I not making it despite the beautiful designs I'm making? The answer is very simple. You may be creating for beauty and not functionality. If you create for beauty alone, you will just become popular, but may never be rich, may never make sales. Okay? You have to listen. You have to listen to your audience, and then you have to do what? Create collections, your designs, create them to solve problems for your target audience. Yes, please, when you make clothing, you are in the business of what? Solving problems. So let me tell you a story. Hold on, please. Let me tell you a story from the Bible. Okay, do you mind? Let me tell you some Bible story. Very interesting story. The fall of man, right? Adam and Eve in the book of Genesis. Very interesting story. So what about it? Well, you need to read your Bible to know the full gist. But the part that I want to talk about is when Adam and Eve realized that they were naked, having eaten of the forbidden fruit, right? That God told them not to eat. And they're like, oh, we're naked. Now, these guys don't have the furthest idea how to make clothes for themselves. So they eat in the brushes. So that means, in the grass, in the vegetation. They eat themselves, right? They didn't want to be exposed. And then God, the friend of Adam and his wife, came for an evening walk with them. And it was like, where is my friend Adam? And where is his wife? Where did these guys go to? And in the course of looking for them, he found them hiding in the vegetation and is wondering, why are you guys hiding? Why are you guys hiding? And then he discovered, oh, they have effed up. Jeez, man. They said, Lord, Father, Lord. We don't chop the forbidden fruit, oh. Yeah, well, sorry, he choked for them. He choked, just like my, esophagus, he choked. And then God took pity on them. Definitely, for every action there is a consequence, right? The consequence notwithstanding, God didn't like the idea of watching his friend but naked. He created him and said, he's my friend. Okay, I don't know whatever kind of clothing was on his body before. But since he was naked, God didn't like him being naked. So God did what? He got some leaves and then sewed some design. Okay? And gave them some clothing for Adam and Eve. So who is the first fashion designer in the world, guys? Please let me know in the comments. So according to the Bible law, who is the first fashion designer in the world? Please tell me. God, thank you. Clued Up Media, thank you. God, I want the rest of us to say it loud. The first fashion designer in the Bible, in the world, history of the world, is God. He dressed up the naked man and woman. So you guys, can you see that you have a very divine calling? Can you see that your calling is so glorious, it's so beautiful? To the point that when I was praying for breakthrough in my career as a business coach, being a general business coach back in 2016, and 2017, I was praying like, God, I'm tired. My income does not go beyond a particular level. What should I do? What should I do? And then I remember in the course of my prayer and fasting, I heard clearly, go and help fashion designers. Focus on the fashion industry. This is 2024, 7 years after. I'm still going strong in the fashion industry because I listen to command. Okay, instruction. God has been faithful. So you guys, can you see, you are special in the eyes of God. You are clothing the nakedness of people. Now let me explain what nakedness of people mean. It doesn't mean that literally you are clothing people's bodies, okay? Oh, there's a lady out there that is showing too much skin. There's a man out there that is showing too much skin, so we need to cover them up. No, this is not a religious session, okay? It is not a religious session at all. Let me break it down for you. There's a man out there that has never been confident enough to walk up to the woman that he desires, just because he does not look the part. And then whenever he's with a woman that he desires, he is always stammering, he's always intimidated. Whereas other men that come to carry the women away, to whisk them away, always dress and look the part of successful men. So this man feels like he is a failure, even though he's good at his work, he's earning an income, he's making decent money. So how does he get the woman of his dreams? He needs to look the part. So who can help him look the part? You, of course, because you've chosen to make men's wear. So you are clothing his nakedness, okay? His insecurity, his low self-esteem. You are clothing it and giving him esteem. That's what you're doing. If you caught a revelation there, can you say Can you say Yeah, please type your questions, okay? Type your question. I will definitely address it. Don't worry, it's a live class, so I'm enjoying myself. Actually, I'll definitely answer it. So please, you are in the business of clothing people's nakedness. There's a lady out there that feels insecure because all her friends are living the flashy life, and they get the impression that they earn more than her, they are better than her. Imagine you are able to clothe that lady to the point that her better off friends are envying her because of her looks. What have you done? You covered somebody's nakedness. What about that lady that wants promotion at her workplace but does not know how to dress well? Okay? They are not menswear. They don't know how to dress well. They don't know how to combine styles, colors, and what have you. And you come in there, you help them out. What are you doing? You are clothing somebody's nakedness. So please, always think from the problem perspective. I want to create jumpsuits. What kind of jumpsuit do I want to create? I was telling someone I was doing coaching call with this evening, one of my personal coaching clients. I told her, I said, since she's making jumpsuits, right? I said, does she know that jumpsuits, right, are better for women that are endowed, women that have hips, women that have, that are endowed, IKB super women, let's say that's this, women that are endowed. They are not from slim women. If a slim woman should wear jumpsuits, they have disrespected jumpsuits. Because there's always something about each outfit and what it can do. Okay? So, you should be creating your collections to solve problems. That's what you should do. Okay? Now, problems can be emotional and they can be lifestyle related. When I say lifestyle, excuse me. Hold on a second, I need to take water, please. Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, so they can be lifestyle. And when I say lifestyle related, that is problems. What that means simply is this: the fashion taste, the lifestyle image that your audience want to project. You should be creating a collection to help them project that image. Okay? The look, the way the audience wants people to look at them, you should be creating collections that look at that factor into that help them to achieve that look. Okay, one of my personal coaching clients wants to help women create the boss lady look, regardless of the level they are in their organization. She wants you to stand out, you walk out there, and then nobody can intimidate you. I mean, when the police sees you on the road, they are saluting, ma'am, everywhere. And then you may be just one sweet 25-year-old girl. Okay, that's how it works. So please, you create collection to solve people's problem. So when you are doing your research, you want to find out what kind of fabric do they like, what colors do they like, what prints do they like. That's it. Okay, but there's more to it, right? For now, this is enough to take you on a roller coaster. So to round off the conversation this evening, because I want to take on questions, I want to take more questions today, right? You need to name your collection. See, when you create your collections to solve a problem, then you can give the collection a name that reflects the problem you are solving. Okay, you create a collection to solve a problem for your target audience. The collection should reflect the problem, right, in the name that you give to it. Now I'll now name it like this. See, it simply means you are naming your collection around the pain points you are solving for your customers. It can be emotional, it can be lifestyle related. Apart from that, you remember, when it is time to sell, you are not selling clothes, you are not selling dress, you are not selling shoes, you are not selling clothes, shoes, fashion accessories. You are not selling them. If you want to see where they sell those, go to boutiques, go to online stores, go to fashion stores at malls, okay? Go to flea market, go to open air market, okay? There you will see clothes. But when you are selling a collection, or you're selling your ready to wear clothing, your ready to wear collection, you sell an experience. You want to take people on a journey, okay? You want them to be a different version of themselves. That is what you will sell in your marketing, in the words that you say, that will get people to buy into it. Okay, let me give you another example. Sexy lover. Yeah, the sexy lover collection. What does it bring to your mind? Please tell me, what does it bring to your mind? Now I have another one that I used to give people in the past. I call it seductively decent. Seductively decent. There's another one I used to give people as an example they can play with. I call it the power lady. The power lady. They said I share dresses. Oh my God! Please, can you remind me the name of the collection I came up that brought up the Ashewo dresses? I can't even remember the name I called. Please, can you tell me again in the comments? Seriously, I love that. But I don't remember telling you seductively decent. You know what is seductively decent? Which means that it's a decent dress, but there's a way it's turning the person. Okay, then you say seductively decent looks like long body fit clothes. Yeah, it look like that, you know. It's so decent that, oh my God, it blows them. Back in 2018, I gave an example. Imagine a lady that creates, okay, an irresistible look. Thank you. Clued Up Media. Do you know that we can also call it like the irresistible look collection? You know? Yeah. Or we could say the irresistible you collection. Somebody please let me in the comments. And these names are flying. Let them. Oh my God. We need to have a separate class on this, and it's going to be super fun, really. But for now, let's just play around. The irresistible look collection, or the irresistible you collection. Okay, that's a collection. Please help me with the name. The power lady looks. Looks like office clothes. Thank you. You're getting the picture. Yeah. So seductively decent looks like long body fitted clothes, yeah, that covers the whole body, but then highlights the curves, so to speak, right? I remember in 2018 I taught them how to use applique. You place applique at the cleavage part, for a dress that is covering a person from head to toe. They don't burn that pastor well. They will look. I mean, you know why you are looking at the ladies, chest all through. If that is what you want all attention on me. Then you see another collection idea, all eyes on me. Somebody help me write it down, please. All eyes on me collection. What does that tell you when you say a collection that says all eyes on me? Please, what does that tell you? Okay. So somebody says, okay, then it says irresistible look collection will look like quiet decent, yeah, but so attractive. Yeah, the all eyes on me collection. Then there's one that I love to use this any day, anytime. It's husband snatcher collection. Please, who is husband snatcher collection for? Please tell me. Who is the husband snatcher collection for? So please tell me, who is it? Who is it for? Please, who do you think it will be for? Husband snatcher collection. Somebody tell me in the comments, please. I hope you're enjoying the conversation, right? You might share with other people, okay? Yeah, we'll soon be wrapping already with. Yeah. Oh, someone said Gafar says it's for single ladies. Okay. Oh my God. Now, thank God you're a man that said it. But if you look closely, so are we saying that it's for ladies that want to be snatching other people's husbands? Naya says, the all eyes of it collection reminds me of one cheap China dress they used to draw the shape of the buttocks and the shape of the breast. I'm sure that is the all eyes of it. Well, we are not doing that, please. Well, you get the idea. Now, all eyes on me can be corporate wears. It's for the woman that likes attention anywhere she goes. That's it. Anywhere you go, all eyes on me. Can you see? For somebody else, you look like, oh yeah, man. Anybody who wears the all eyes on me dress is a hookup babe. That's one perspective. But the people that the creator of the design, right, is targeting, right, are women that like to show off anywhere they are. You dig? Now, so somebody said all husband snatcher collection true to now for single ladies or hookup. Now let me shock you guys. If you put husband snatcher collection and then you put it out there, right, you won't get single ladies coming for it, because automatically it will be showing like, hey, okay, now there be that. Even if you're a woman that you are the person that created the collection, fear will catch you, fear will fear you. When you see five girls coming to come and order, and you're like, oh boy, they can snatch my husband, what did I do? So it's a reverse psychology. Okay, so husband snatcher collection is a reverse psychology. It is for married women that are fed up with their husband being snatched by single girls, by side chicks. That's what it is. Please, let's play it again. Let me know in the comments if you get the idea. Husband snatcher collection is for married women, because the moment you put it out, husband snatcher collection, the first set of people that will check it out are married women. Women that are frustrated with their with side chick issues, because they'll be like, if this is what they do to snatch my husband, I will also now I know their kayamata that they are using. Now I know the kayamata. I want to get my husband back. Do you get? So the joke we used to crack for people that I have the sessions with, where we talk about planning the naming their collection, is that the person that they snatched their husband and the person that snatched the husband, they will meet there. Will not be the first to buy. The first person to buy will be the one to win their husbands back. But I'm sure you guys can you see how we generated conversation with us this evening? Can you see how the comment section is alive this evening? With the conversation that we've been having. Okay, can you see? This is an experience I just created just from coming up with names of collection. I remember one that I told somebody who is into, lingeries. I said the name of the collection can be Bedroom Matters. So it sounds like the matters that can only be discussed in the bedroom, and this time it's also sounding like the bedroom matter more than any other thing. Can you see? Playing with words. So when you say husband snatcher, win back your man, that will not be the rider. They call it rider or tagline. So the husband snatcher collection, win back your man. You need to pay me for this. So I enjoy branding, as it were. So I have not been doing it as a service, really. I just enjoy it as a hobby. Oh my God! Don't worry. When you see this collection, you will change. Your approach in the bedroom. There's a way we will tag it now. There's a way we will tag it now. So we can put a rider to it, right? This one that we called bedroom matters. We'll now call it all night long. So it's a subtle way of playing. Guys, you are not paying for this one, so I'm not talking. I've said enough now. Okay, we can create a collection of laundry that we call rip off. As in, it's so beautiful that you want to rip off. Then that will solve your whole problem too. And then that one we sell a lot because there be a lot of like, let me buy more, because it's making the bedroom to matter and more interesting, what have you. So guys, there you have it. Naming your collection, designing your collection, and what have you. Stop it, Neye, stop it. Say when you like where you see it to be ripped off. People that like to rip off, they will rip it off. You are not their target audience, I beg. Okay? This is so interesting. I love this. So now let's quickly take the questions that Neye has popped up. Okay. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed tonight. I hope you've learned. Usually we don't go past 1.5 hours. Okay. Yeah. Now for today, I'm happy that we got a lot of people that came in earlier. I mean, once I had one person that was consistent, right? Boom, boom, boom. We just kicked off, and then I noticed other people just joined in the conversation as we went on. So now looking at the question. I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight, right? Because I actually have fun. I want to be doing more of this, really. Okay, so Neye is asking that these Yaba guys in the business of making Nigerian made clothes, can they be said to be ready to wear vendors with varieties of clothes they make? No, they are bulk garment producers. Neye, they are bulk garment producers. Okay, that's what they are. Bulk garment producers. Yes. Okay. So bulk garment producers, that's what they are. The guys at Yaba, they don't produce and sell the clothes. They don't. You go to them with what you want, they mass produce for you, and then you go about your business to sell. So that's what they are. So for the second question, excuse me. Okay, using my own vision in the ready to wear for children wear, for toothpaste and for joggers, is it advisable to use children model? That is a model a child around my area to use for advertising. That's what you must do, my dear. That is what you must do. See, in your own case, you have two audiences: the paying audience and the consuming audience. The consuming audience are the ones that consume the product, that is the kids. The paying audience are their parents. So you need to use, children models, man. You need to, and they are so beautiful. If you use children models, there's a way they steer emotions faster than adult models. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, so I think I've answered your question, ma'am. Do we have any other question? Anybody else ask your question? We have 6 more minutes to go. Okay, I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight. I hope you learned. I hope you took notes, and I hope you are going to be coming up with beautiful collections that people will buy. This is the foundation. Now, once you can master all of these that I've shared with you, what it means is this: you can always repeat the same process for as many collections as possible. So the truth of the matter is that the journey that I am on is not in teaching you how to start ready to wear. That's not the journey I'm on. Teaching you how to start ready to wear is the foundation. Where we are going is this: African designers need to be exporting their clothes. We need to be exporting fashion. Okay? But many don't know their way around this. So I am committed to showing them how. Nothing stops you from making money in dollars. Okay? Yeah, there's nothing stopping you from making money in foreign currencies. Okay? You don't have to relocate before you start making dollars. You don't have to relocate before you start making millions. You don't have to relocate before you start doing $10,000 in a month, $10,000 in a year, $50,000, $100,000. You don't. You can earn that money here and facilitate your relocation for your entire family with it. How about that? I am talking with fashion entrepreneurs that I've coached who are in the UK, yeah, and some in the US, looking at how we can create a system to help those in Africa, right, produce collections, clothing, ready-to-wear clothing, that these people in America can be retailing on their behalf, to the point that I gave one of my personal coaching clients assignment to find out the procedure to opening a store on Amazon. And the procedures were just too complicated for somebody in Nigeria, to the point that she found the benefit of setting up her own business in the US from Nigeria. You can be in Nigeria, you can be in Ghana, you can be in a part of Africa and open up a business in America. You can have partners that would work with you over there. So stop playing small. This is just the beginning of the journey. So if you don't have the right knowledge, how will you be able to get to that point? So that's what we are working. Okay. Yeah, Uthman Awa says, how can you launch your collections without spending money? It's very possible to launch your collection without spending money. Now, when we say spending money, we're talking about spending money on mass production. That's for some people. For some other people, literally it means not spending any money. Oh, you have some fabric at home that you bought many years ago or many months back. Okay, they are lying there. You do some of the research that will guide you to do, and then you find out that this fabric can go for production. Then you create samples, create prototypes, then you start marketing with that. How about that? You've not spent money. You only spent your skills, your strengths, your creativity. That's all. Okay. One of my former coaching clients, Debbie's in Lagos. As far back as 2018, she did almost 500K in sales, coming up with a collection and telling people that, hey, look at these designs of clothing that I have. I am going to produce them in 2 weeks' time, but it is limited edition. If you are interested, come and place your order. She used the money of the customers to produce. There's a way to go about it. That's why I said in the Tell It All live class, right, I'm holding next week, Thursday, February 29, 2024. I'll be showing you how to pay about that. Have you registered, ma'am? If you have not registered, chat me up on WhatsApp, then tell me how much you have, how much you want to pay. Any amount you want to pay. Yeah. Okay. So Naya says, do you have any way to connect us with direct importers of fabric? I don't want wholesalers who buy from others. Well, the honest truth is that I don't have direct importers of fabric because I'm always afraid to play in those waters. I'm always afraid the money is involved. Especially when it's like, oh, you're the one that recommended us. GD, they're not paying me a dime. If they pay me to advertise for them, then I can do that. But if they don't do that, I can't recommend. But there are direct importers, right? maybe you can do a Google search for direct importers and then work with the numbers that you get. Okay, I try to avoid that journey. One of my business students, who is now a business coach on her own, she was able to do over 110 million last year. Okay, uh, she's got a plug for importing directly. So, but if I can only connect you to her if you are in my paid coaching program, that is the either the ready to personal coaching or the Silver Stars program, then I can connect the two of you together. And then if you have any issues between each other, at least you are in my community. I can oversee both of you, and then I can be an arbiter, arbitrator between the two of you. Okay? Yeah. So I have those, but beyond that, I don't have a direct access. But you can do your Google search and you'll be amazed with what you will find. Do you get, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you. It's been an interesting experience. I really enjoyed my time with you. Neye Blessing, you made my day. Uthman Awa, you made my day. Remember, you guys, you have gift from me. Okay. Now, I'm going to be giving you either my ready to run a budget course or any other course that I have that I'm willing to give out. But let's talk on WhatsApp. Okay, 09095859489. If there's anybody else that want to talk to me, my number on WhatsApp is +234 9095 859489 +234 9095 859489. That's my number. Okay, you can chat me up. So take advantage of the Tell It All live class. Okay, because my goal there is once we tell it all, then I would offer to work with a few people to take them on the journey step by step till they launch, and then we take them to launching and selling abroad. Okay, thank you everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. I appreciate you. I love you all. Ibitroko Erekosima, thank you for waiting till the end. Vicky V from Accra, Ghana, thank you so much. Yeah, you made my day. I'm looking through the comments so that I can appreciate everybody. Clued Up Media, thank you so much. Right, you guys have been in the comments. I know there are other people that did not type in the comment, but they were here. Ezine Muwa, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, I appreciate you. Then Nofisat, I appreciate you a lot. Okay, God bless you. So God bless you. Comfort Olajide, thank you. God bless you. You guys are the reason why we are here and doing this. We're growing together. God bless you. I'm in love. Thank you so much. God bless you and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend ahead. So that will be all for now. I'm here. Shit, they don't realize.